It's okay. It's okay. Is it okay with you? Is it okay to give yourself a little love? Hi, I'm Sandy Walden from Serenity, your grief coach. We feel so many things in a day, and so often we judge ourselves and say, oh, I shouldn't feel that. I can't feel that. But is it all right? It's 4 o'clock now, 4 in the afternoon. I get up around 4:30 in the morning. I love early morning. I love seeing the day being born. There's always coffee right away, and I get to spend time with my amazing, sexy husband. Let's be honest, the draw is the coffee, but they're all wonderful things. So, by 4:45, we're both out in the patio, we've got our hot mugs of coffee, and I was feeling content and very happy, enjoying my morning. Thinking about the day that was going to unfold. Do you feel that? As you can imagine, the pink in the sky as the sun was coming through the clouds. You're hearing all these birds. It's easy to love myself then. After all, I felt good. There was no judgment. As I got ready to go through my day, something started bothering me. A situation that I didn't feel like I was handling quite the way I wanted to. And so I was really uncomfortable. So I sent a message to someone to say, this is how I'm thinking. This is how I'm feeling. This is what I think I'd like to do. I felt better. This wasn't angry. This wasn't upset. But it was okay to be aware of how I felt, to discern what I needed to do about it, to process it. And guess what? It went away. It didn't linger. It went away. Got cleaned up. Went to meet a marvelous friend for coffee. By 8 a.m., we were sitting outside at an appropriate social distance, having our coffee. And we chatted for a few hours. New feelings. Feelings of gratitude and warmth and so much fun. I've known this friend kind of forever. So when we reconnect, there's so much loving emotion. There's so much gratitude because we've helped one another through difficult times. And there's always a sense of excitement because we're going to explore some areas as we talk for a long time that we might not have thought about before. Is it okay to love myself through that? It felt really easy. Really easy. A few hours later, I'm driving home. Beautiful area, and I'm enjoying it, and I felt myself get kind of teary. This isn't like me. What's going on? Well, I didn't have to hurry anywhere. I had some time before I was going to be working with a client, so I pulled off the road and asked myself, what's going on? What is this really about? And it didn't take long to realize that what I was feeling was memories of times I had been in a situation like I had been early that morning, that I wasn't as pleased with the way I'd handled it, that I had let the discomfort go on longer. And so, it was okay to love myself through this. It's okay. You did the best you could when you were a little girl with what you knew. And you're all right now. It was only a few minutes, probably not even that. It was probably less than a minute. And I realized that these feelings didn't have to do with today, July 1st, 2020. They had to do with Sandy when she was a little girl. It felt so good to send that little girl love and understanding. Not making her wrong for what she did or what she thought or what she felt. Not making myself wrong for having the experience now. Just loving myself where I was. Appreciating myself. I'm absolutely convinced it's because of the acknowledgement and the allowing that the feeling didn't last for very long. It wasn't something that was really powerful, but it did want acknowledged. I got home, and I was getting ready to work with a client. And I found myself once again excited. I'm telling you, I work with the most amazing clients, so I'm always excited. And that was wonderful. It was intriguing and challenging and so heart-filling. So now what am I feeling? Gratitude. So grateful. Sad that somebody has had something difficult in their life. I'm proud of the progress they're making in processing it in safe, healthy ways. Am I wrong to feel gratitude and joy? I don't think so. Is it okay to love myself even though the feelings I'm experiencing are gratitude and joy, when primarily my work with clients is about grief? Is that okay? It was okay. It was. So once again, I had a little bit of work to do, and then I headed out to the yard. It's a beautiful day, sunny, and I've been noticing all day long, deliberately, how I felt. And I realized again, wow, I really dig summertime. How amazing is it? The flowers are blooming, and let me tell you, there was the coolest whopping orange butterfly that landed on the butterfly weed. I'd show you a picture, but by the time I got the camera, it was gone. I was excited. Wow, excitement was able to live there too. Is that wrong? No. In fact, it felt pretty darn good, and I liked it. I liked it enough that I deliberately fed it. I fed it by appreciating that butterfly, by going and telling my husband, hot dog, you just missed the coolest thing on the planet. And next time I see it, I'll call you over, or maybe I'll get a picture, or maybe you'll just have to listen to me talk to you about it again. So there were a myriad of other experiences throughout the day, and a full range of emotions and thoughts. So here we are, it's only a little after 4. This is less than 12 hours. Think about all the emotions I've talked to you about. And I bet you've been through at least as many, maybe more. What I want to ask you to do is be at least as kind to yourself as you would be to me. Someone you may not even know. Maybe you do. If you saw a small child experiencing all these emotions and you were aware of it, would you make them wrong? Would you judge them or be harsh? Or would you be kind? Would you offer them a hug if it was a child you knew? Would you tell them that you cared about them? Would you ask what you can do to help them feel better? I'm willing to bet you would take one or more, maybe even all of those steps and things that we haven't talked about. I'm asking you, I'm encouraging you to be at least as gentle with yourself as you would be with that small child. And I know that you'll be at least as nice to me, because people are generally very kind and caring if we give them the opportunity. So if you're having a tough day, a tough moment, let go of the judgment. Give yourself a little time to find out what it's really about. And it might just be time to feel those feelings. They need to be felt. Love yourself anyway. It might be time for a blanket. Maybe it's time for a cup of tea. Maybe it's time to spend some time with someone. When I feel those feelings, even if I'm not around him, I often think of my husband. He's got the greatest hugs, and he always made me feel safe and loved unconditionally. Calling up an experience helps us. If you're feeling unloved, if you're feeling scared, think about a time when you felt very loved. Think about a time you felt safe and cared for. For me, if I'm feeling kind of bummed, kind of down, especially if I'm thinking about my son who's died, it's okay to feel those feelings. and I will for as long as I need to. And when I'm ready, I usually think about the fact that he honked when he was little. He'd make this weird honking sound. It was the coolest thing. I think about his laughter. I think about the fact that he was on my mind this morning. And when I got in the car and I turned on the radio, and it was Conway Twitty singing Hello, Darlin'. That was Mike's answering the ring on his cell phone. When I got back into the car to leave my friend from coffee, there was another Conway Twitty song that was one of Mike's favorites. I took that as a sign. Can you see how my day instantly improved? We have choices. We have options. We have tools. For today, I wish you a day of being okay with whatever you're feeling, as long as you feel it in a safe, healthy way. And know that you don't have to stay there any longer than you need to process it, unless you choose. And if you choose to step into some joy or some relaxation, I hope you do. And if you're in that place of discomfort, love yourself anyway. If you can't pull up a hug, I'll send you mine. Sending you so much love. Namaste.